Good morning, dear students. Welcome to this new class. I hope you are very well. So for today, we have a very interesting topic to treat, and is the modal verbs. For the class of today, the objectives are, in speaking, you will use correctly pronunciation. You need to understand that the pronunciation is very important, because in that way you can be comprehensible for anyone. Okay. In reading, you will be able to recognize the vocabulary words without mispronunciation and also in misunderstanding. And in writing, you will be able to construct your own sentences using the new vocabulary and how to use in real life. Okay. Modal verbs. Before I start the class, we should know what modal verb is. Modal verbs can mean or express anything from suggestions, needs, requests, probabilities, obligations, advice, to more complex concepts such as modality, but therefore their meaning transforms both the context and the verbs they relate to within a sentence. These include can, will, must, ought to, made, would, could, should, and shall. It is important to understand that the modal verbs do not conjugate with the grammatical persons: I, we, you, they, she, he, it. That is to say, they are not conjugated with the grammatical persons. Okay? They will never have an infinitive. For example, there is no too cold. They will never be used in the gerund. For example, there is no shoulding, and they will never have a past participle. For example, there is no shelled. Okay, we need to understand these rules for a better understanding of how to use the modal verbs. Okay, we are going to start to an activity to warm up, to you recharge energy. So I need one student to pass here with me in front to do it. And I'm going to explain what is the activity, okay? So this is for entertain us a little bit. Okay. So you need to come in front with me, somebody of you, and you need to draw a picture in the board, okay? So the students, the rest of you, we are going to try to guess what the picture is before the person has finished drawing it. For example, you need the student in front start to drawing some, you know, an animal like a lion, for example. You need to guess what it is before he finish the draw. So, and the person who guesses correctly comes to the front and to continue the game. So for this activity, we have 5 minutes, so please hurry up. Okay, we finished with that. So we're going to start with the real topic, the modal verbs. Exist some rules for the modal verbs that are, modal verbs are auxiliary verbs that cannot function as a main verb, unlike the auxiliary verbs be, do, and have, which can function as a main verb. Please, and also I need that you can take note of this because it's very important that you have this in your notebook to do the next activities. So please, I need you that you have this in your notebook. Okay, we're going to continue. Modal verbs express modality, ability, possibility, necessity, or other condition. We use them for the future and conditional. So we can say that the modal verbs exist at different groups that are modality, ability, possibility, necessity, and other conditions. As a complementary verbs, modal verbs do not function without another verb. Pay attention. This other verb always follows the modal verb and is in the base form, the infinitive without to. Modal verbs are not conjugated and have no tense. Unlike most verbs, no S is needed to form the third person singular. For example, he should is correct, while he work is incorrect. So now we are going to see a video where is explained about modal verbs. Please, let me put the video. Okay, before we start the video, you need to pay attention and write the most important ideas. Okay, so let's start. As I said, the modal verbs are in different groups. For example, to express an ability, ability in the present can.
I can run very fast.
So here we have an example. I can run very fast. We can use can to talk about ability in the present. Ability in the past are could, was able to, could have.
I could run very fast too.
For example, here we have that could is for the past. So in the example here, we have an old man. So when he was younger, he can run very fast. But now it's old, so it's this question. Can he run very fast now? No, he can't. We just could to speak generally about ability that we have in the past. For example, if he can wake up very early in the morning, now maybe when he was younger, now maybe he's more sleepy. So in this case, we can say I could sleep very deep, for example. I could sleep very deep too, okay? Could ability in general in the past.
I could run very fast. That's why I was able to escape from the policeman.
So in the example we have, I could run very fast. That's why I was able to escape from the policeman. Okay, this is very clear because we just was able to for a particular occasion, not an ability in general. So when he was young, he was very fast. So for that, he was able to escape from the policeman.
I could have run fast.
In this example, I could have run fast. He means that he can't escape from the policeman. He may be think that he needs to run faster. So we just could have for something which was possible, but we didn't do it.
I couldn't run fast. I wasn't able to run fast.
I managed to open the bottle. I succeeded in winning the cup!
Okay, that is the video. I hope that you understand in a better way what is modal verbs and how can we use it. So here we have some examples that the groups of modal verbs that I said, and here are the most important. We can use for ability, can or could, for request, would or could, for necessity, we can use must, have to, for visibility, we can use should or ought to. For expectations, be supposed to is a good example. For suggestions, we can say let's or why don't. And for probability, we can use made or might. Okay. Here, for example, with can is an ability, right? I can cook Italian recipes. Here in the picture, you can see what it means. I can cook Italian recipes. That he is very good at cooking Italian Italian food. You know, with could, we can check could is for ability or request. Okay. In this example, we have a request. Could you pass me that book, please? He's making a request, okay? We have must. Must is for necessity. So here is, you must not eat late. And for should, or should is in advisability. You should take your coat, okay? So now I'm think that is very clear. So the next thing that are we going to do is, with the whole class, we are going to resolve a quiz, an online quiz. And so you have very different options and you need to say me what is the correct. Okay, we are going there. Okay, here we are. Let's start by saying, choose the right modal verb. The first one is, there are plenty of tomatoes in the fridge. You bought any. Here we have different options. So what do you think is the correct? Must, needed, may not, should not. You think you need it? Okay. The second one, it's a hospital. You must, needn't, may not, don't have to. What do you think is the correct? Okay, mustn't smoke. You say that, okay. In the final, we can check if the answers are right or wrong. He had been working for more than 11 hours. He must, need, had better, mustn't be tired after school. This is very easy. So what do you think is? Someone says mood, must. Okay. He preferred to get some rest. May, should, must, had better. He must, had better, may, right? Okay, very good. I speak Arabic fluently when I was a child, and we lived in Morocco. But after we moved back to Canada, I had very little exposures to the language and forgot almost everything I knew as a child. What do you think is this? Could, might, can, must. I could, right? Okay. So I just say a few things in the language. What do you think it is? I can, right? Very good. The teacher said we Read this book for our own pleasure as it is optional. Do you think this can write? Okay, now let's continue with the sentence. But we read it for if we don't want to. Do you think it is cool, need, needn't, or mustn't? Needn't, right? Very good. The next one is you stand on your head for more than a minute. May, need, must, or can. Can, right? Okay. There is can you stand on your head for more than a minute? No, I can't, right? This is very easy. The next one, if you want to learn to speak English fluently, you could, need, needn't, or mustn't. What do you need to speak English fluently? You need, right? You need to work hard to speak English fluently. Take an umbrella, it rain later. Need, should, mustn't, or might. Need is necessity, so it's no. Okay, what do you think it is? Might, right? Okay. You leave small objects living around. What do you think it is? Shouldn't, need, and needn't, may not. You shouldn't, right? Leave small objects lying around. Such objects must, need, may, or mustn't. May, right? Okay. People couldn't and walk on grass. For this, couldn't, needn't, mustn't, may not. Mustn't. Drivers stop when the traffic lights are red. What the drivers need to do when the traffic lights are red? They could, or may, or must. Must, right? The next one is, I ask a question. Yes, of course. Will, should, must, may. What do you think it is here? Will, right? Okay. You take your umbrella. It is not raining. What happens if it's not raining? You don't need it, your umbrella, if it's not raining, right? So it's needed. And the last one is a request. So you speak Italian. How can we do a request? Can, right? Can you speak in Italian? No, I can't. So now we are checking the answers. Okay, it's time the true. Okay, we're going to continue with the class. with making I give you a worksheet that you need to do in groups. Please form groups from 5 persons, and I give you some of the modal verbs for ability, request, and also advisability, suggestions, and verbs probably. As you can see, we have the explanation of when we can use modal verbs for ability or for modal verbs for request. So you need to answer with the correct answer in the box that is behind the explanation. Okay, so you have 5 minutes to do it because it's very easy, and I need to finish the class. The time is very short. Okay, pass to the next. Okay, as a feedback, we have that the modal verbs or modal verbs are those verbs in English that help a sentence to have a better meaning thanks to their function. You can use them when you want to give another meaning to a sentence. For example, if you want to ask permission to speak or to find out if they might come to pick you up. Okay, so this is the 10 most used modal verbs in English. We have can, may, will, must, should, could, might, would, shall, ought to. So this is the most common verbs that is used in speaking. Okay, so I need to you learn this, and for homework you need to do 5 sentences using the modal verbs for ability, for request, for verbs advisability, for suggestions, and also for probability. Okay, so with this is the end of the class. I hope that you understand very clearly, and also that you have a great time with this. So that's it. Thank you for attending this class. Okay.